I'd worked my way up in the company. I didn't have a college education, so I couldn't make a lateral move or, or get a promotion past where I was because I just worked my way to get there. So I was doing a lot of work and getting tiny little raises every year, and they give me a whole lot more work to do and another tiny little raise. And my children were being raised by people I was paying $7 and $8 an hour to, and I was just completely miserable. My husband was in ministry, and so he had a very time-intensive job, and I was traveling with my job, so I was miserable. But still, when my friend shared Arbonne with me, I thought it was a hokey pyramid scheme. But I finally, just over time, got just done with that corporate job and started my own business as a dance teacher. That's the only other thing I know how to do, really. I thought, well, owning my own business would be time freedom, because that's what we hear about in the United States, to own your own business and be free. But actually, it's quite the opposite. When you own your own business, there isn't even anyone to call in sick to. I mean, you're everything. So my business was very successful, but I was working even more, and I was even more tied down. And she just circled back around with me every once in a while and would invite me to things like this. Sorry, I talked with my hands. And finally I attended, and I expected to kind of see maybe kind of hokey people there without, many chances in life, really. But actually, I really totally had no idea. But who spoke that evening was Nisi Davies. She actually was at the time president of the National Model Association. She owned and still owns Advantage Model and Talent in Nashville. It's the largest talent agency in the city. Also, Carol Waugh spoke. She's the person that kind of began everything in Nashville, and she had just been, a couple of years previous, had been fired from a job at Xerox where she was a top producer, but she got a younger boss. They fired her and split up her territory among many other people making less money. So she was building an Arbonne business. Also, the owner of the largest day spa in Nashville was there. She was the vice president, and she was talking about this, and it really just got my attention. These are very buttoned up professional people. And, so I began to think maybe I could do that. So I signed up that night, and I wasn't very good at it. Because I wasn't very coachable. I thought that I could do it the way I did my old job, when actually this is a whole different animal. So you just do the system that your upline, whoever you sign up with, the system that they have in place, because that's what works. This is a different skill set than anything else, and it's a different way to think of things than anything else. So for 4 years, I was always profitable, but I needed full-time money, and I was making part-time money. At the end of 4 years, I got the system that we use today. At the end of 4 years, my 1099, that tax document that Arbonne gave me that I turned in with my tax return, was about $25,000, and I needed more like $60,000 a year just to be able to, have a place to live. And so that wasn't enough money. I nearly quit, but I got the system that we use today, and after 1 year of working that system, my 1099 was $89,000, then $165,000 the next year, then $364,000, and that wasn't my highest year. Now, I'm not telling you that as a promise that you will earn that. You won't if you don't work the business and if you don't acquire the skill set. But if you work it and work it consistently, statistics are that if you are with a network marketing company that is solid financially and over 10 years old, if you work it at least for 10 years, you'll get to the top. 95% of the people get to the top of the pay plan. But we did it way faster than 10 years. And our system gets you there way faster. Deanna actually made it to the top of the pay plan in 15 months. I made it to the top of the pay plan, I guess, in 5 years because I didn't have a system. So with a system, even ordinary people can achieve extraordinary results consistently. But without a system, even extraordinary people cannot achieve even ordinary results consistently. So this is all about your effort. It isn't a promise of income. It's just a chance. I just needed a chance to be all I might have been. So after this 4 years, when I got my system and I started working it, my friend Deanna was my family practice physician, and we were good friends. And I decided, because I wasn't very good at network marketing, that she was too busy and already made enough money to ever want to join me in my business. But I did ask her she can talk about what she saw for herself and her family and sort of what her journey was. So, so why don't you go ahead and take it away?
So at first, I actually didn't see anything other than some great products. I mean, I tried the products and thought, wow, these really work. And here I am as a female physician. You know, I've had plenty of opportunity to try lots of various cosmeceutical type products that would come through my practice, whether it be skincare lines, vitamin lines, whatever. You know, I always had that stuff because I also did a lot of derm at the time, a lot of dermatology in my family practice. And basically, what happened is I started using the products and recommending the products to other people, and I would just say, well, you know what, this worked for me, you might try it, it may work for you, you may get the same result. And I had no idea that Arbonne was a business, because she didn't tell me it was a business. I just thought, and again, she didn't think I would ever do this. She, you know, really in a sense decided for me that it wasn't for me. The products were for me, but not in the business. And so I would call her and say, I need blah, you know, what I would give her my orders and tell her what I needed, because I thought she was my account rep. And so she would place the orders, and eventually, not long really, I promoted to district manager, and Lisa came into the office one day and she said, hey, you're a new district manager with Arbonne. And I said, what does that mean? And she said, that's the first level of management in our company. And she said, oh, nothing, just keep doing what you're doing, they're probably going to send you a little bit of money. And she turns around and flips right out the door, literally. That's how Lisa goes, she flips. So that's what happened, and what happened then was Arbonne did in fact send me a check for about $600. And for many of you, you may be sitting there going, $600, you know, that was enough to get your attention? Yes, I had a six-figure income, okay? I had a full-time job. I had 3 little babies at the time, 3 under the age of 3, and they were older at that point, but my kids are really close in age. And I, with $600, said, oh my goodness, I need to know what this is. You know why? Because I didn't feel that I had done anything at all to earn that $600. And I can remember asking her, how do they pay you? Why do they pay you? What am I getting paid for? What is this? And she kept saying, they pay you for your word of mouth recommendation. And I thought, I have no idea what that means. Okay, I didn't get it. And then finally, one day it clicked when she said, you know, the thing about Arbonne is this. We all recommend stuff to people all day long, don't we? And when you go, say for example, see a movie, you go watch a great movie, and the next day you're at work, and you're telling people in the break room or whatever about that movie, and then they go out and watch it, that movie theater does not send you a check for your recommendation, even though technically you're the one who sold them on the movie, right? They wouldn't go had you not said, this was an incredible movie, it was great, you really should go see it. So that's really what Arbonne does. And so when I realized that, you know, basically I said, well, you know, I need to know about this. She told me about the business at that point, and I can remember saying, well, why didn't you tell me about this sooner? And again, she said, because I knew the products were for you. I didn't think this business was for you. You've got a great income. You're super busy. And I can remember in the kitchen saying, but what you don't know is I'm miserable. Nobody knows this, because I haven't told anybody that I'm dying to work part-time in medicine. It would be a dream come true if I could make $6,000 a month in Arbonne and just work 3 days a week in medicine. Because right now, my kiddos go to, you know, they have these little programs, the cutest little thing, they dress up, they wear little Indian feathers, whatever, in their preschool, and I miss it because I have patience. You know, if I don't know about it or whatever, and trust me, at the preschool age, it's like 30 seconds long.